What's going on, guys? I want to talk to you today about how to see what your team members are looking at. We had a client that reached out to us wanting some help building out some dashboards, and we were setting up dashboards to be separate from each other salesperson. So each salesperson would have their own dashboard to see their own jobs in the pipeline, the sales that they made, any to dos that they had. But this person we were doing this for, they were also on the sales team, but they were the admin of the accounts. And we didn't know at first what was going on because they were still seeing other things. And we knew we had it set up properly. And what it turned out to be was a job tread problem and not necessarily a setup problem. So if you're doing this yourself, it's something that's within job tread. And it does make sense that if you're the admin of your account, you're also going to see other things, at least in the dashboards. And this is just how they have it set up. Not really a big issue because you're the admin, you're going to see more things than the rest of your team. But if you set up the account properly, your team will only see that. And what I mean by that is if we go over here, settings, members, and then we click on the little eye on any one of our team members, I'll go to Francis here, and then we can go on our dashboard. So in this case, I have everything on our dashboards wide open to everybody. But you can see at the top here that I'm previewing as actually before let's back up real quick. So one other thing I want to mention about and let me just go back here to home. One other thing that I do want to mention is that it's not necessarily a job tread problem. The thing is that job tread is recognizing the active account that you are currently in as the admin, and they're also letting you view this other person who may not be the admin. So it's not, job tread's wrong or anything like that. It's just that's how it's set up. And rightfully so. I don't think there's going to be many use cases where you're going to see that need to make it super exclusive where you only see what that person sees. You'll be able to see enough and understand, okay, these certain things won't be there. But on the dashboards, we did find this little thing. Maybe it's a bug. I don't know. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get into it. So if we want to be able to see what our team members can see, we simply go over to settings, members, and you click on the little eye for any one of your team members, and it'll tell you preview as this user. When you click on that user, then it's going to go back to the home screen and it'll show that user's name at the top. And so any screen that you pop onto, it's going to, in the case of our dashboards, we have this set up where everybody can see this, or we don't really have any dashboards yet that are set up where people can't see certain things, and everybody's an admin anyways for different purposes since we're building out other accounts. But if we were to change the level of access, then we can also change on the dashboards what different users can and can't see. And so if you're curious on the dashboard specifically of what you want to do, so I'm going to go ahead and exit the preview here. We'll go back to our dashboard. If you click on the edit dashboard, you'll actually be able to edit the role access here in the center. So you've got the name of the dashboard. You can add a tile if you want, and then you edit, and you can click who can see that particular thing. So actually you can make it where the admin can't see it. So actually, why don't we go ahead and do that? So I'm going to go ahead and make it the estimator since I'm on this account. I should be able to see this, but we'll take a look. Okay, close the edit. So let me refresh here. So if you want to go through and do the role edits, you can just simply edit the dashboard using the gear at the top. Then you can go right next to the plus tile. You got this little people thing. It says edit role access, and you can give different people those access roles. And from there, if you have individuals on those roles, you can do that as well. So what you would want to do is set who can see what based on the different ones you want to do. So you've got the sales team, and you can actually go in here and see the different people. I can see it. So admin, and all your different salespeople. So you're going to set up an individual role for each of those people so that only they can see those different ones. And then you go into your dashboard and you select those individual people. Now, the great thing is, let me go back to so you can basically just create another role. And when you create that role, you can just copy it. Once you get whatever you want, you copy that and then go back and edit that role for each one. So you could have individual roles for all of those. They have the same type of job, but they're obviously not working on all the same jobs. This is how you can go through on your dashboard and be able to set those parameters for them. Now, keep in mind as well that if you do this and you want to go preview them and you're an admin, you're going to be able to see everything. So you're going to see your stuff along with their to dos, their jobs, anything like that. So just keep that in mind as you're trying to preview to see what others are seeing as you're building out your account.